What's up, guys? It's Jay, MorninAfterKill, and before I go any further in this video, I want you guys to know that just because you enjoy a game and got a certain gameplay experience from it, doesn't necessarily hold true for everyone. And that's fine. You're not gonna like everything everyone else does, and that's just a fact of matter in life. Now, I know majority of you guys understand this. You've proven yourselves time and time again to be a fairly rational group of individuals. Even if I'm not at times. But, with that said, a lot of you yesterday on my Sunday Q&A were interested to know if Fallout 4 would be making an appearance on my channel. So I thought it would be fun to go ahead and discuss my first impressions with Fallout 4 and whether or not you can expect to see any more Fallout content on my channel in the future. Sounds like fun, right? Could be. Yeah? No? Well, too bad! We're doing it anyway! So, immediately, I can say right off the bat, the customizable options before you even start the story is staggering. The amount of options this game gives you to create your character and your own experience are far larger than most games that release today. Which is fun in itself, honestly. I remember back in the N64 PS1 days, I'd spend hours and fill memory cards. Yes, that's right. We didn't have the luxury of internal storage that comes with your consoles. We had to go out and spend money on memory cards if we wanted to create characters in games like NWO Revenge and WWF Warzone. But yes, I would spend hours creating characters. Even if you look back on my channel, you know, I like to do emblems and paint jobs in games like Black Ops and Forza. These types of things are mini games in itself for me, so I can just spend hours making stupid faces here and never actually progress into the story and be a happy camper. However, most of you motherfuckers want to actually see somebody play the game instead of just play it with faces. Unless you play Mario 64 and you, woo, wow, wow, you stretch his nose out. But sadly, that's about where my enjoyment with Fallout has peaked. Ouch. From there, it was just a downward slide into feeling overwhelmed by a game that kinda sorta expects you to know what's already going on already. And I think that's my biggest downfall and problem with the game is I don't know enough about Fallout or the series itself to really know what's going on or enjoy the game. Now, that's not a bad thing. That just means Bethesda knows their crowd. They know their fans, and they built this game for their fans. So, for that, hats off to you, Bethesda. You've accomplished something not many developers do these days. You satisfied your fan base, your core fan base that made you the company that you are today. Awesome. My first 2 and only hours on the game, though, were pretty much spent clumsily walking around the landscape, trudging through radioactive water, being surprised by a dog that I thought was trying to attack me, and I shot him quite a few times. And trying to figure out exactly where to go, how to work the Pip-Boy inventory management system, and really lamenting the fact that still, after all these years, Bethesda refuses to go with a traditional mini-map in the top left or right-hand corner, opting to go with a more classic yet archaic bottom center-mounted compass-style wayport system similar to games like Borderlands 1, so almost actually identical. However, it's probably one of the poorest features of Borderlands 1 and was abandoned for a traditional mini-map in Borderlands 2 and was universally celebrated by the entire Borderlands community as one of its most redeeming upgrades from Borderlands 1 to Borderlands 2, and I really wish Bethesda would have followed suit. But once again, like I said, I'm not gonna knock Bethesda for knowing their fan base and giving them the classic Fallout experience that you guys are looking for. That's what they delivered. When I did reach the first point of combat in the game, again, I was underwhelmed. After reading, pre-release stories of how Bethesda hired a former Bungie developer and they modeled the first-person controls in Fallout after Destiny, and I was excited. Because a lot of Bethesda fans will even admit, games like Fallout and Skyrim, the first-person shooting in those games have always been a bit clunkier than the competition that's surrounding it at the point in which it's released. Now, while the aiming mechanisms in Fallout 4 are years ahead of Fallout 3's controls, it still means that it's nowhere near the precision of modern first-person shooter games, and I really wish I didn't read that article where they tried to compare Fallout 4's aiming pre-release to other games with more precision. I really wish I didn't read that. It's at this point, though, when I started picking up gear and weapons, that I realized I am totally in over my head here. This game is way more in-depth than I originally anticipated. Even when it comes to tasks like lockpicking and hacking terminals, I had no clue what I was doing. But nothing in the game really grabbed me enough to make me want to dive deeper and explore the in-depth, offering that Fallout has for you. And that's when I just came to terms with the realization that Fallout just isn't a game for me. It's a fine game. It's just, I feel like this game requires a good 20 to 30 hours just to know what you're doing if you haven't played a Fallout game ever before. And when you look at the fact that I only have about an hour or two a day to play games, I want to make sure that even though I have a small, bite-sized, limited chunk amount of time for gaming, I want to maximize the amount of flavor in that bite size. I want to maximize the amount of fun that I can have in that short period of time. That's just the reason Fallout 4 doesn't do it for me. So, my name is Jay. MorninAfterKill. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe. If you could leave a thumbs up on the video, I'd highly appreciate it because it gives me motivation to make more videos for you motherfuckers that watch my motherfucking videos. Tell me in the comment section down below. Have you played Fallout 4? Did you play any previous Fallout games before playing Fallout 4? Or is this your first one? And if it is your first Fallout, tell me if you had a similar experience to my first few hours compared to yours. And if so, how long did it take for you to get over the hump and really enjoy, the in-depth breadth of what Fallout 4 has to offer? I'm interested to hear what you have to say. So tell me, comment section down below. My name's Jay, MorninAfterKill. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys later.
You've told me nothing. It's all just guesswork.
Look, kid, I'm tired now. Maybe you'll bring me some chems later. The site will paint a clearer picture.
No, Mama Murphy, we talked about this. That junk, it's gonna kill you.
Oh, shush, Preston. We're all gonna die eventually. We're gonna need the site.
All right, folks. Let's do this. We've got company.
About it? You mean she had one of